Hello everybody, just a quick disclaimer. This video is clearly very much overdue, and by the time this will be out, the classic event will also be over. Everything except this disclaimer was written back in March, so I'd like to apologize for any inaccuracies from now onwards. Enjoy the video. Roblox. Roblox has had a plethora of events throughout its years. Joining in 2014 made me a prime witness to the slow but inevitable fade from Roblox-made seasonal events to uninteresting, sponsored garbage. But after years of being uninterested in events, came The Hunt. The Hunt is the egg hunt event for this year. The thing that makes it different from other egg hunts, other than the obvious name change, is that there's 100 games. Yes, Roblox decided that picking 100 of the most popular games on the platform would be a good idea. And nobody decided, maybe we shouldn't put 100 games? I just really hope that David Bazooka realizes that this concept is widely disliked and also stops doing fentanyl. Roblox also has decided to completely remove the Easter look and theme for the hunt and made it about the player exploring the quote infinite vault, whatever that means, going through time and space to discover futuristic treasures, and also they added core blocks into it for some reason. Roblox supports amputism. The hunt also includes a battle pass of sorts where you can claim items by earning badges from the 100 games, with an item being given to you at a 5, 20, 40, 60, and 95 badges respectively, with a gold track that has the same items but gold, which you pay a premium for. The hunt also includes limited item offers, but that's not important to us right now unless you like to invest money and lose a huge chunk of it the second the item goes limited. What we came for is the eggs, or the badges. They're called the badges now for some reason. I mean, because they're not collecting eggs, because it's not the egg hunt, it's just the hunt. Who cares? Collecting all 95 badges gives you the infinite egg. Since the hunt lobby doesn't sort the games in any order, I'll be sorting them by category in an alphabetical list. The categories in question are OBBIES, TYCOONS, Simulators, PvP, Roleplay, and Miscellaneous. I'll expand on the Miscellaneous category when we get to it. I won't be going in depth into most of these games as they're just simply not worth it. I'll only be going to the part where you get the badge required for the hunt. Nothing more, as some games do include additional rewards such as egg UGCs. So you can technically call it an egg hunt, but for some reason half the egg UGCs got swooped by combat warriors and nobody likes to play combat warriors, so who gives a shit. Hope all this information isn't too much for you. Let's start. OBBIES, probably the simplest of game types in the Hunt's lineup. Barry's Prison Run Obby is a game where you have to escape the prison while avoiding Barry. The hunt in this game requires you to collect 10 donuts scattered around the prison, and after obtaining them you will receive a donut trophy. While re-recording the video, the location of the donuts changed. They used to be scattered around the facility, but now they're right outside of your cell. After going up the vent and doing some parkour into another vent, you reach the outside of your cell. That's where you meet Barry and his 10 donuts. Collect the 10 donuts while avoiding Barry to receive the badge. The hunt is just a fetch quest, which we'll be seeing a lot today. I'm not sure, but I might just skip my thoughts on the games, as a lot of them are just big nothing burgers. Why did I say big nothing burgers? Like of Hell is like Tower of Hell, but you're on a stupid ass bike completing a randomly generated course. The hunt in this game is getting the Possumlicious super duper cool Ochin Krutoy Sigma hunt round at impending and completing it. After completing it, you get a cool bike, which I think looks nice, but unfortunately for the game developer, I won't be using it as I'm never playing this ever again. I'd consider the game a decent 5 out of 10. Carry a Friend is a co-op teamwork obby game made by the group Picture Perfect. Like purr. The hunt is just a fetch quest where you collect 10 eggs for a bunny that has misplaced them around the enchanted forest. Why is this bunny so clumsy and lost the eggs? I don't fucking know, but you're forced to collect them, so... After completing the obby and collecting all the 10 eggs, you can get out of this massive Game Pass overload of a game. Escape Running Head involves you going through a course while avoiding this ugly ass head. Jesus Christ, what have they done to you? The hunt requires you to complete 3 stages. The first stage isn't anything special, just a couple mazes with the heads chasing you. The second stage brings you to a wooden building where you'll use conveyors and avoid running into the heads. The third stage has these spinning black discs that spin in random directions, and I think that's pretty much it. The game's okay. The hunt is nice because it doesn't require a lot of time or skill. Need More Friends is a game where it is your birthday! And for some reason your parents are forcing you to prepare everything for the party. But we're not here for that. We're here for the 10 crystals that open a portal. After going into the portal, you're met with an obby where after a certain point you can either go do some fucked up laser course or enter the code into the passcode. But how would you get the code? Earlier in the map, there are numbers scattered throughout, and if you've kept attention, you should be able to enter the code. Entering the code gives you more obbying. After a while, you'll eventually reach a corridor with doors in. You did it! You completed the obby and you got your birthday party ready! The game's pretty decent, albeit slightly cash grabby. We've now reached a whopping 5 badges. Now we can claim the awesome trinket of all time, copyright pending, the Vault Holo Compass. Obby, but you're on a bike. Self-explanatory. Either way, what you're supposed to do is complete World 4 of the awesome trademark obbies, but before you can do that, you have to complete the 3 awesome trademark obbies before World 4. I don't know why the hunt is worded in such a way as in you've got to complete the 2 quests before the 3rd one, but you can just do the 3rd one alone and you'll be A-okay. The game is the game of time. The hunt is okay. You can see that I'm giving up on describing these things, and because it's just the same thing. It's just the same thing. Do X thing. Collect 20 poopy fuck butts. Get your prize. Obby on snowboard. Finish thing? Yeah, that's all. I didn't know that an obby could make me feel such a wide range of emotions. I wanted to kill myself, yet also shove it into the creator's face, and I'm the best player that this game has ever witnessed. Nothing special here, except the controls are really fucking annoying. Holy shit. Like, I'm telling the guy, hey, can you turn a little bit? And it's like, no.
No. Taka! No. Yes. No. Yes. Dude, my character's just like, yeah, let me just not turn, bruh. Stop! Okay, fuck this game. No!
Steep Steps is a game where you climb a big ass mountain using a ladder. The hunt brings you to the Torrid Trials where you need to help the quote unquote metaverse samurai gather 5 of his artifacts. After a grueling session of climbing up with a bunch of great buddies that will make me enjoy the game and collecting the various artifacts throughout the course while reaching the 100-meter checkpoint, I went back to the Pokerlicious Sugoi Kawaii Subarashi Subarai Man trademark. Holy fuck, Builder Man! Anyway, cool ladder. During re-recording, they nerfed a significant portion of the map, removing a lot of wraparounds and awkward ledges, which would be really useful for the first time that I did it, but you know, I'm totally like mad. I know who would be mad though. Artemis would be mad because she spent a couple 100 Robux retrieving her ladder. Tycoon time. Tycoons are where you earn money by doing X thing, whether it be cutting trees, driving cars, or even running a child labor factory. You'll use that money to upgrade your base and earn even more money. This video will get very long, so a lot of the descriptions going forward will be very brief. Car dealership tycoon. Find 25 bunnies scattered around the city. Okay, I'm kidding. It's not gonna be that brief. It's just that one game. Elemental Power Tycoon. Pick a power to base your tycoon on and finish the 3 hunt missions. The hunt missions being pick up a green egg that's found around the map, defeat a boss that spawns every 10 minutes, and complete the tycoon. While trying to finish the tycoon, I bought this quote-unquote body transformer and holy fuck, it's Digi Chainsaw Man! This game is awesome. I love this game. I'm transforming into a devil. What? What?
Look at me!
I'm Chainsaw Man! Lumber Tycoon 2. Talk to Tom, the shopkeeper of the main store, and he will tell you about him requiring an egg that's found in a cave nearby. When you find the cave, you will encounter this freaky fucking bird that will you feed wood to. After feeding it wood, it will calm down and crush the wood, giving you an egg in exchange. Bring the egg back to the shop and put it onto the counter for your reward. Short and simple. It's a... My bad. Mega Mansion Tycoon. I don't know what to say about this game. You just fucking buy the thing, the egg come out, then you put the egg in the thingamabom, get a book. That's it. Military and War Tycoon both include collecting crates around the map, 20 and 10 respectively. To effectively get all the crates, you're forced to complete about 20 to 30% of the tycoon so you can buy a car to quickly traverse the map. I love buying shitty carts so I can complete the shit hunt faster. My Hello Kitty Cafe, my restaurant have the same mission, to serve 100 customers. Nothing of note here, just AFK and let your workers do their thing. In Restaurant Tycoon 2, the customers have a chance of dropping golden eggs upon finishing their meal. After collecting 100 of them, you obtain the badge. In Undead Defense Tycoon, you have to obtain 150 eggs by killing the various egg zombies. Simulators. The best way for a Roblox developer to farm playtime and money out of children and introducing gambling to them. Most of them work on the same basis. Collect X thing, sell it, buy new equipment to get X thing better and faster. There's also the pet simulators, which work in a different way. Get some square shitlet that's apparently your pet and abuse it by making it bang its head repeatedly at a stash of coins so you can obtain them. Gamble with those coins to get more square shitlets to beat more piles of coins, etc. TLDR, I love gambling. Anime Dimension Simulator is a game where you're one of the many anime protagonists and take part in exploring dimensions and beating whatever's inside of them. The dimensions have waves of enemies before you reach the boss and beat him. You're required to beat 2 of the dimensions. Arm Wrestle Simulator's hunt brings you to a special event area where you start off from 0 and have to obtain 5700 strength to arm wrestle a guy called Hunter Harry to get the badge. 20 games down. You know what that means? Fish. We can claim another trinket from the battle pass. The trinket in question? The Staff of the Vault Explorer. Awesome! I'm so excited to get the new ones. Oh my god, you're telling me there's 80 more games? Okay. Car Crushers 2 has a set list of missions for you to complete. The missions are in the following order. Destroy a vehicle in a crusher, reach 1000 money, spawn another car, spawn the Cherevelo Airvoir, reach 3000 money, go to the derby arena, complete a derby match, reach 1250 parts, and try out a crusher with the yellow bonus glow in front of it. Collect All Pets is a simulator where you guessed it, fish. Somehow they've succeeded in making the Collect X Things game a pet simulator game. I've got to give them props for how much they've managed to completely shit on the idea. The only thing left is that there's, well, pets to collect. In a way. And for the hunt, you have to collect 30 of them. Collecting the eggs, completing the quest on the top of the screen for more eggs, and also merging your pets is the fastest way to complete it. Legends of Speed, Muscle Legends, and Ninja Legends all require you to obtain 500 of whatever point system they have in each game. For some reason, the way it counts the points is broken and you can obtain the badges in less than 4 minutes, so that's an easy free games to cross off the list. Lumberjack Simulator and Pull a Sword work on the same basis as Arm Wrestling Simulator. Special Arena, starting from 0, earn enough strength to beat the shit out of dude. Pet Simulator 99, also known as main financing for the big game sweatshop, wants to farm as much playtime for you by making you get to area 20. Fortunately for me, I didn't have to deal with any of that as I've had my friend give me the good stuff and send me on my merry way. Fortunately for big games, they've got 3 separate cash cows in the hunt. But you know who else needs money as badly as Preston? The people playing Please Donate. And also this guy called Carlos who needs your help in funding his music career by giving him 5,000 diamonds. Go to the Big Nuke statue and hack it after a grueling session of brainstorming. I really suck at puzzles like these. You get to a mine shaft. Now all you have to do is mine 5,000 diamonds and get back to Carlos. Why does a Please Donate game have a mining thing? I don't fucking know. I don't mind it though, cause whatever. Sonic Sweatshop Simulator, made by #1 rated company for work ethics, GameFam, has you playing as Sonic the Hedgehog. Fuck yeah, I love Sonic! Collect 100 time shards scattered around the special map for the badge. SpongeBob Simulator is where you turn the whole of Bikini Bottom into a massive Foxconn factory for GameFam to make more collab Roblox games and for the employees to themselves by jumping off of a roof. Just kidding, you have 3 quests to finish. Destroy 25 chests in Area 1, 50 doubloon piles in Area 2, 25 drills in Area 3. There's power-ups scattered around each area to help you and quests where you can unlock morphs that boost your stats. Strongman Simulator turns you into a Langlet absolute T50 short cell wage cock subhuman, and you're on a mission to turn into a 6'4" A10 blonde hair 8-figure wage Chad. Gain energy by pulling a feather and then using that energy by working out. The hunt takes you to an obby where you drag an egg while avoiding the obstacles. There's 3 difficulties, completing them all grants you the badge. And for some reason the medium difficulty is like the hardest one, because it's really long. Treasure Hunt Simulator has you mining sand to find chests scattered within it. After venturing deeper, you might find a ruby chest. After winning the lottery of chests and finding chests that give you millions, you can afford better equipment to venture deeper and find a diamond and an amethyst chest, hidden below 100 and 300 depth respectively. War Machine has you play as the cheap Timu knockoff of Tony Stark, saving whatever country you're currently in from big bad bandits. You get paid for that too, which is why you're here in the first place. Strangely, there aren't any farmers for you to shoot at, which sort of ruins the immersion for me personally. The bandits drop weapons of mass destruction when you kill them. These bright white shards with a glow around them, surely they use those to terrorize the locals. Either way, you're supposed to collect 100 of them, and yes, there's gambling where you can gamble for awesome new skin patterns for your suit. There's also a 9/11 conspiracy theory reference. Does that mean that 9/11 canonically has happened in the hunt? How did the time travelers not stop it? Are they part of the CIA? Who knows? Weapon Fighting Simulator. 欢迎来到中国. Your mission is to kill the various enemies they have in China, such as bees. It seems that intriguing things are happening in China. Your 3 quests for the hunt are open 20 stones, get 5 spells from defeating enemies, and defeat 30 enemies. PvP games, player versus player. You and another person are just bashing each other's skulls in their various means. Blunt weapons, swords, guns, superpowers, you name it. These are the kind of games that they warn you about in Congress. Arsenal is where you, the delinquent, infiltrate a base that has been getting shipments of so-called technology-boosting promising computing power, which has been brought to the attention of the mechanic and scientist. Your objective is to get in there and find the internal server room and upload malware into it that will make it easier for you to navigate the base, as it will no longer have any security system. You start off at the gates, where after killing 2 glowing enemies, after killing the CIA agents with your silenced pistol, why is there CIA references in the script? After killing the CIA agents with your silenced pistol, you head for the warehouse. Inside of the warehouse, you'll find a weapon, which honestly sucks, and so do the rest of the weapons. That's why I'm exclusively using the silenced pistol, but that's besides the point. After more enemies, you go to the roof, passing through an office area. Climbing the pipes and going left while eliminating the enemies in your way, you'll jump down and see the entrance to a building. That's the main building of whatever group you're raiding. You'll be passing through multiple corridors and office spaces until you find a lounge space. The agent that is accompanying you tells you that you need an orange key card to continue. Heading up the stairs and into a room, you'll find it. You unlock the orange doors and are finally in the server room. Uploading the malware prompts you with a portable AIM-Labs GUI. Now all you have to do is leave the facility alive. Busting through waves of enemies and attack helicopters, you encounter a blue door. Your inner monologue tells you that you'll need, quote, firepower to blast through it. Luckily for you, there's another door in the corridor you're currently stuck in. That door leads to the barracks. Past the barracks, you'll encounter another slew of enemies. Defeating them gives you access to a weapons room where you'll find a rocket launcher. Backtracking a bit to the blue door and blowing it open will give you, you guessed it, another group of enemies to deal with. But I swear that's the last bit of them. Heading up the stairs, you start hearing helicopter noises, and the agent tells you to get rid of them as quickly as you can. Eliminating the helicopters brings you to the ending cutscene. In the end, you get a new character skin and kill effect, which I won't be using because Arsenal is a steaming pile of shit. I just really hope that the hunt wasn't with questionable variable names. Bed Wars. Because of course there would be a Roblox version of it. Why would anyone put effort into it though? No clue. It's you up against another team and you have to collect eggs scattered around the map. The team that collects the most eggs wins. Your mission, however, is to collect 15 of them. Collecting them grants you the badge. Big Paintball 2. Kill 50 players. Blade ball. Blade plus ball. That's the premise. You parry a ball with your blade.
Just one.
You're supposed to do 3 things. Parry the ball 30 times, play 5 rounds, kill 3 people. First 2 are simple enough, but the third one will take some time, since apparently the only people playing this game are people who've spent thousands of hours on it and have some fucked up bullshit abilities. Catalog avatar creator usually lets you create an avatar with items in the catalog without paying for it. But for the hunt, they flipped their game upside down into a 4-team deathmatch. You can either pick the core blocks, Overseer, Redcliffe, or Splintered Skies, all of which are tribes of Robloxia. You spawn in with a sword, a bow, and a healing staff. The team that gets the most kills secures the win. All you have to do is be on the winning team. Combat Warriors is for some reason the game that's got the most UGC eggs out of every game in the hunt. Do they know that the player base is just filled with masochists who do not value their time at all and despise themselves? The requirement for the badge is 150 score. You get 2 score per kill and 1 score per assist. Afterwards, you have an obby to beat. Beating the obby gives you the badge. The hunt would be okay if it wasn't for the fact you're playing Combat Warriors. We're officially at 40 out of 100 badges. We can now obtain the Wings of the Vault Explorer. Death Ball. Blade Ball, but it's death, I presume? All I know is that you don't actually have to play the game, thankfully, but instead are teleported into a boss fight. The boss is the Core Block's Death Walker. The boss has 2 attacks. These weird glowy ball things are shooting big fuck off rays. Survive those and beat the boss to get the badge. Fruit Battlegrounds is where you unbox a fruit that has a special power and fight with it. You start off with 1 ability and can level up your fruit to unlock more by either killing players or using your ability. After gaining level 15, you're supposed to kill 2 players. How are you supposed to find this out? I don't know. This game wasn't that enjoyable because I'm retarded and simply couldn't find out what to do. I also had to go on a private server and get an alt in, as doing the hunt on a public server would just lead me to getting evaporated by higher ranked people spawn camping. Gunfight Arena is a FPS COD-like shooter where your mission is to collect 5 types of items: 10 swords, 10 pizzas, 10 Bloxy Colas, 10 burgers, and 10 gravity coils. They drop from killing bots. Easy enough. I enjoyed the game, I just wish it was something more than a fetch quest. And also, how the fuck did it get bots into this game? Murderers vs Sheriff's Duels, or MFSD for short, or MSV for even shorter, you'll duke it out with another buddy by either shooting him or stabbing him. Past the duel machine thingamabobs is a portal. It brings you to some random purgatory with trophies on the walls and a big one in front of you. Each trophy has a challenge for you to unlock it and a hint to assist you, but screw the hints, I'll just say what you're supposed to do. In no particular order, collect a trophy that's somewhere on a map, win a match, win a 1v1, trade your teammate in a 2v2, and collect the trophy off of someone's corpse. Collecting all the trophies will give you access to claim the big trophy and grant you the badge. Project Smash is another Mortal Metalum / Combat Warrior-esque game, except it has a Smash Bros. % mechanic for some reason. All you've got to do is find an egg. That's it. Get the egg and never touch the game ever again. Shindo Life, also previously known as Shinobi Life 2, is literally Naruto. Like, you're literally the Hokage Naruto Uzumaki himself. That's so crazy. The hunt has a cutscene of you encountering a big fat ass rabbit that stomps on you and flings you away. Collect 9 of his eggs scattered around an even bigger map. Honestly, this event is so bullshit because the eggs are smaller than my disabled cock, but luckily it's a team effort, so you just get carried. Because there's no way I would be able to do this alone. Slap Battles puts you on an island where you slap the shit out of each other. Imagine those 1v1 Russian slapping tournaments, except your hand has been in Chernobyl and has gotten superpowers. Spawning in, you reach this trapdoor into some bunker where there is a hunter. This hunter has a mission for you to do. Picking the first mission gives you info that the hunter wants you to get back his trinket. After slapping the shit out of 110 people, you gain access to the extended glove. Using the plate that circles around the islands, use it to access the castle island. On the castle island, go around it till you find an ominous hole in the side of it. Use your extended glove to reach in and grab a glovel. Now it's time to dig up all the X's on the map until you land on a chest. Once you land onto the chest, you will open it up and get the trinket the hunter was asking for. Resetting back to spawn and heading through the trapdoor to the hunter and giving him the trinket gives you the badge. The strongest battlegrounds. The survival game is like Booga Booga, but you finally learn a normal language and you can understand more than just Booga Booga. Upon entering the game, you are told about an evil tyrant that has once ruled the land and that his broken crown lays somewhere in the lands and that it's guarded. You're equipped with a map that has a waypoint on it. Reaching the waypoint, you find the tomb of said tyrant, defeat the guardian to receive your badge. Roleplay games. I think roleplay games are good if you're 30 years old trying to groom a child or 6 years old trying to be a parent. And by being a parent, I mean getting another 6-year-old into your cart and dropping them off into the nearest river. Adopt Me, also known as capture unsuspecting children and throw their bodies into the local river. The game, pretty sure this is also the only game in the Hunt lineup that has a history of crashing Roblox by introducing a rainbow glowing shit-stained pet. You're tasked with helping a guy named Tom find missing time machine cogs. Skipping all the useless babble, you have 3 portals to choose from. A winter one, a tropical one, and a Halloween one. The Halloween one is a simple tile skip game. The winter one has you playing Bert's game, finding the cog inside of 4 presents. The tropical one is where you collect crabs into an enclosure. Completing all the portals, head back to Tom to obtain the badge. Intermission time. Just wanted to announce we're halfway through and I'd like to say a couple things. First off, sorry if my descriptions are too brief. I really tried to write something about this game, but there's just simply nothing. I'd just be repeating myself and that's just not the point. I'm supposed to talk about the hunt, not supposed to say, oh, this game is you collecting and then you get the badge. That's it, bro. Let's continue this order list. Astro Renaissance. I think I spelled it right. I don't know. Oh no! Foreign shit in the universe. There's 4 different portals that have 3 shards each. Collect them all and you will unlock a door. Heading into the door prompts you into a boss fight with some person. Who is she? No fucking clue. This boss fight is easy as piss. Spam mouse 1 and just avoid a sweeping attack and a flood attack. Defeating the boss makes a door prop up from within the platform that the boss was on. Going in grants you the badge. Bayside High School has you head into the science room where you'll see a thingamabob. Interacting with the thingamabob teleports you to an early 20th century ballroom. You meet with Horatio, who I presume is a friend or colleague of yours. After scolding you for sleeping, he tells you to go perform up on the stage. Going up to the stage, you met with Robeats, Seriously? They've managed to pick what I consider as the worst rendition of a 4-key rhythm game. Why not just make it 2D? Why make it have the worst angle of approach and the dumbest slider mechanics? Sorry, I just really dislike Robeats, and it just fucking pains me that they've decided, yeah, let's just fucking do Robeats. Ending the performance with a C grade or better grants you the badge. Berry Avenue Roleplay brings you to sunny California, the best state to move into, start a family, and retire. You've been given a very must-try recipe. After stealing from a smoothie shop but somehow paying for your groceries, head into your house and prepare the recipe. Now you can finally try the acai bowl and move out of California. Maybe you should consider moving to Texas instead. Or Poland. Poland, please come to Poland, bro. Brookhaven RP. Actual egg hunt. Rare. Find the 10 eggs scattered within the red bounding box. Club Roblox forces you to adopt a baby. After making your shit, you're teleported to Duck HQ. Talking to HR and not listening to whatever they said, you head into the elevator. Heading through the various obstacles and enemies, you end up in the CEO's office. Steal the... Oh, that's a bomb. Look what you did. You blew up the fucking HQ. Shame on you. My bad. If you're Italian, I love you. You know what they say when they love each other in Italian? They say vaffanculo. It means I love you in Italian, trust me. Dress to Impress made my penis work again. What the fuck? Damn! 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 Help this helpless retard bunny find 40 their underlings. I just ran around the dress room like a manic person collecting the bunnies and going AFK until the next round. Emergency Hamburger brings you to the wunderbare nation of Deutschland. Find in your Volkswagen Passat B8 wagon and head to the trucking company while preferably avoiding buying a gun and gunning down a person. Get down! Get down! Pick a route that's more than 10 kilometers and finish it to obtain the badge. Emergency Response Liberty County makes you collect a riddle from the park. Use that riddle to collect the golden egg coin inside the hospital. Using the newly obtained riddle, head to the next location, which is Narita Hospital. After that, head to the power plant and pick up the last coin. I thought that I have to do 10 of the coins, so I just spent like the next 30 minutes doing the rest of the coins, where one of them is like robbing a bank. So I became a criminal just to get that Roblox badge. Greenville lets you commit vehicular manslaughter and have a rally race through the fields and suburbs of Wisconsin. Talk to the Smacks guy and use the GUI to the right to locate the parts for his car. Each part prompts you with one of 3 puzzle types. After driving through multiple fields and crashing into more houses than I like to admit to, you obtain the badge and some in-game bonuses. Life Together RP gives you the ability to take slanderous pictures of people and ruin their reputation. This one's relatively simple. Photograph 10 eggs scattered around the spawn. We only have like 40 games left and we can finally get the Vault Explorer cowl. 40 chud games left. Yes! Lifetopia, in my opinion, has a very annoying list of chores for you to do. First off, you go to some bumfuck place to smash a crate, and then from that crate you get an ice cube, and then you go to a warm pool and sit in it for 30 seconds. Then you go back to your house to break open a safe for 4 entire minutes. With each minute prompting you with a match 2 minigame. Like, Jesus Christ, man. I understand farming playtime, but couldn't you just scrap the idea of go something different? Maple Hospital, the game that canonically has cancer and pregnancy, is in trouble, and you're tasked with talking to some patients. Each patient seems to be a Deepwoken player and has some sort of purple stench emanating from them, and the last patient yells at you to gank some freshies in the depths. Just kidding, they yell at you to go look for Mrs. Maple. Going to Mrs. Maple's office, there's nothing to be found but a note saying to meet her in the basement. Meeting her in the basement and ignoring her mentions of rats, you're told to go to the lab and get a hazmat uniform. When you get the hazmat uniform, you're led into the bunker. Why does this hospital have a bunker in the first place? I don't know. Is Mrs. Nable conducting Unit 731 experiments such as what happens to an infant when we leave it outside in the freezing cold, or what happens when you slice someone open? I can't say for certain, but I hope not. Would be a real shame for Maple Hospital to be burned down to the ground with all the evidence and all the employees partaking in the experiment pardoned by the US. I wouldn't mind paying for a game pass if it meant I could pour liquid nitrogen on children and watch them cry out, "Report!" loud in chat. You're led into the observation hall and see a grove in one of the enclosures which has its viewing glass broken and boarded up. Paying little attention to it, you grab a mop and start cleaning up the purple glowing spills. Heading back to Mrs. Maple's office, you tell her there's a portal in the observation hall and she just replies with, "Rats." Is rats like a secret sleeper agent code? I don't fucking know. I should really stop talking about like conspiracy theories. That's my bad. I'm sorry. Actually, not really. I think it's funny. You ask what's wrong with her and she says that it's the purple sugar. and that you need to make a cure with the glowing flasks that are laying around in the bunker. After the little fetch quest and encountering an abandoned baby that would probably be used for an experiment, I'm telling you, they're doing human experiments in the bunker. You head into the lab to make a cure and cure the patient in an MRI room. You head back to where Mrs. Maple is and find her unavailable. You find her in the observation hall in a puddle of the purple glowing stuff, unable to stand up, and she tells you to grab the flamethrower and head into the portal. Using the flamethrower, you start destroying the weird small portal looking things and get pregnant halfway through. Finally, you destroy the big one and save Maple Hospital. Personally, I think this event was fine for what the game is usually about. I really enjoyed Pregnant too, I suppose. In Metro Life, you get into this hot air balloon, which is the slowest, and I want to emphasize this, the slowest piece of shit way of air transport ever. Your mission with it is collecting 10 of the blue glowing Orby things. The first time I did it, only 3 of them counted, so I had to redo the whole thing over again. Fuck this game. In Red Cliff City roleplay, you meet this bum adventurer that asks you to help collect pieces of God knows what artifact now. Fly around to various locations and pick up pieces and go back to the adventurer to claim the prize. Royale High is a game where it's either 8-year-olds or 24-year-olds, no in between. Your job is to collect 50 eggs in the egg collecting mini-gameathon. SCP roleplay. What could go wrong with some SCP? Surely it's not another one of the multitudes of SCP games where you're not allowed to have fun unless you're in an admin, and if you do try to have fun as a Class D, you'll immediately get banished. We're not here to roleplay though, we're here for the badge, damn it. This is another one of those games where you're not really sure what the hell you're supposed to do. After a long cutscene, pick the security team and head into the giant hunt portal. You're a Class D personnel tasked with finding a relic by using SCP-093, a plate that turns any mirror into a portal into another dimension. You'll be guided by Dr. John. You start off in a facility and need to restore the power to continue. During this, you'll encounter zombies which take a magazine and a half of 9mm to the head to die. Like, Jesus Christ, could you make this any more fucking unbearable? Yeah, let's just make the fucking things like bullet sponges. Fuck. Going outside, you see a house in the distance. Run towards it while avoiding the big weirdo monsters. In the house, restore power to it while fighting off more zombies. Head to the basement, get the egg, and return. I personally think this is the worst one so far because of just how annoying the dialogue is. It's Reddit, he's right behind me, isn't he, level of dialogue. Not saying my writing is any better, but you might as well just shut the fucker up.
Did you see that?
Bro, this guy is like a... Did you see that? Oh my god, he's like that annoying ass protagonist who's like, oh, whoa, I can't believe that just happened. Is that it?
This seems to be related to the hunt.
Shut up!
What was that word just now?
Twilight Daycare is a really unusual one, I guess I could say that. I mean, not every day do I get to play a game where you babysit or pretend to be a baby. Either way, I started off by making myself pregnant. What the fuck? Talk to this little goo goo gaga baby, and it tells you to take care of 5 needs of whatever baby you'll kidnap and pretend to be the babysitter of. After a grueling session of being an abusive parent, go back to the baby to claim the badge. Also, why is it called Baby B? Where's Baby A at? Did Baby A not do their job well enough and GameFam exterminated them? My favorite part of this game is where you can just also break into the wombs of pregnant women in the game and make them feel like absolute horse shit. In Wild Horse Island, you help a neglectful horse owner, Nancy, downsize her barn by taking one of her horses. After capturing a horse, bring it back to Nancy where she tells you to go meet the boat captain and head to the mainland. On the mainland, there's a hunt portal which after heading into, you'll be met with a neon circuit. Finish the track to get the badge.
Holy fuck, it's like Rainbow Road. Holy shit, holy fuck.
We've reached the last part of the list, well, technically, because this part will be split into more categories that are considerably smaller than the categories before, hence I grouped them all under the miscellaneous category. I told you I'm gonna explain it later. The categories are horror, driving games, RPG, minigames, tower events, and football. Starting off with horror, A Wolf or Other is like murder mystery but for furries, I think. I mean, the game has one werewolf more than murder mystery does, so I guess I can call it that. I mean, it's a fair game. Collect the eggs scattered around the map and survive the round. Funnily enough, during my playthrough, I was the werewolf in the first round and managed to kill everyone including the person that had the egg, so I won not only the round, but I also got the badge. With some complaints from the people that are killed. In Break-In 2, you commit breaking and entering as a child after a car accident during a trip. Turns out you broke into the
Evil, scary, ultra Batman base.
survive 3 waves of the bad guys by training your strength and also obtaining better weapons to get the badge. Doors. Make it out of the back doors. The back doors have a timer mechanic the second you enter the first room. These levers will add time into the timer. Avoid ambush and the lookman. Piggy starts you off in a cutscene where a terrorist fox flies his time machine into the second tower, which is coincidentally the hallway where the Piggy main menu is. He asks you to embark on a journey in his free candy spherical time machine doohickey for treasure. You end up in a castle guarded by a knight holding a lance. Avoid him while exploring the castle and find the notes to help you figure out the time coordinates and to cool the engine so you can time travel again. After doing so, you'll be teleported in a group of high-rise buildings, one of which is under construction. The free buildings are an office area, a front desk for some establishment, and an apartment complex. There are 2 monsters in this area. This cat monster Doobob and a walking eye, which makes the cat monster faster when it spots you. Walking around the buildings, you'll notice 2 purple buttons. Pressing those brings 2 purple eye beams together that makes a path from the spawn to a floor, which has a door that is locked with a green lock. Inside the apartment complex, in one of the apartments lays a red key. Use that to unlock another room which has the elevator key. Open up all the elevators and they'll show you 2 numbers, which I'll explain later. After unlocking the elevators, head to the office spaces where you'll find a green key. Unlocking the door locked with a green lock and heading inside, you will see a safe with 3 discs with numbers on it that corresponds to the colors on the elevators. Referring to the elevator numbers from earlier, the first number means which number it is and the second number being what it's supposed to be. Unlocking the safe prompts a cutscene with the fox basically scamming you and knocking you out with the golden egg. SCP-3008, also known as the Land of Chaos, is a building game in a procedurally generated IKEA called SCP-3008 that has entities inside of it known as either SCP-3008-1 or just simply the employees. Using the furniture available, you're supposed to build a base to protect yourself from the employees during the night. What I like to do though is pick a bed, get a wall, and go up until I fuck up the timing and fall to my death. The quest for the hunt is to use a computer at one of the many location pillars and get a set of quests from Mr. Egg's objective consumer program to do during the night. The quests vary from walking a certain distance, picking up/eating certain foods, or trying to get yourself killed by whistling, which grabs the attention of employees. Complete the objectives and survive till the day. During the day, you will get your pants full of shit by Mr. Egg appearing and congratulating you on completing the objectives. No joke, the only time I got scared in this playthrough was him running up to me. Somehow I just never encountered any employees at all, maybe because I was too busy going up and falling off, dying and doing that like 3 times. Pretty fun overall. Survive the Killer is basically avoiding children who are missing a frontal cortex, finding some energy core, and bringing it back to spawn to put into a doohickey. The mimic for the hunt, you're getting hunted by this giant rabbit buddy pal, and your goal is to collect the eggs around the map to sell them to the market to afford to buy the badge. About 10 full buckets later, you should be able to afford it. This one was just sort of annoying because sometimes like the bunny would just spawn camp even though there are 2 spawn locations, but I might just be a sore loser. Drive Roll makes you build a car by picking up a trailer with a chassis and then going to a scrapyard so you can drive into boxes to get parts. Repeat this a couple times to get the car and badge as a reward. Drive Empire has to collect 30 eggs around the map and finish 3 races. Creatures of Sonaria is a game where you're 2 steps away from creating your own furry OC. The game prompts you with a choice between 2 animal types. I picked Kalawaka because it's kind of like Kaka and that's funny. The missions for the hunt are grow up to be an adult, visit 4 regions, use the in-game shop to buy anything and complete 6 region-based tasks. Each region you visit has 3 missions for you to do, which vary from eating a couple times, flying, to fighting and killing other players. So basically just fly around and do random shit till it sticks. Dragon Adventures is another one of these games, but instead of being the creature, you own a creature, in this case a dragon. After naming your dragon something immature and pressing play, you find Mother Dragon. She needs your help as her eggs got stolen. You're told to follow her Father Dragon way. After destroying waves of enemies to get into the hunt portal, you arrive in a volcano area and are directed into a cave that's blocked by rocks. Using your sick-ass dragon, you destroy the rocks, blocking the entrance and head further. Destroying another roadblock leads you into a cutscene showing what is presumed to be the evil bad dragon base trademark. Defeat the Terraria corruption looking tree branches and retrieve the egg from the cage. Dungeon Quest gives you 3 goals to complete. Obtain 1 loot, kill 100 enemies, and defeat 2 bosses, which basically means repeat the first dungeon twice. Warrior Cats. Skipping the tutorial that no one really cares about other than people who are trying to theme their cat around 9/11, teleport into the event area, get out of the mine, and find 2 eggs. Both World 0 and Swordburst 3 want you to get eggs from killing enemies with 35 and 25 eggs respectively. Deadly Decisions is a trivia game where you're presented with a chain of questions that have 2 answers. For the hunt, you're supposed to survive the hunt category, with grueling questions such as, was David Baszucki on the Epstein list? Funky Friday, play through 4 of the shit songs it has. Mega Hide and Seek, survive 2 rounds while cramping your asshole because of how hard you're clenching your cheeks so the seekers don't find you. Why? What the fuck? In Natural Disaster Survival, there's a buddy who's lost his clocks and asks you to retrieve 3 of them. That basically ensues into a Black Friday stampede every time you spawn to a map, with everyone running for the clocks. RB Battles. Meet a researcher in the spawn area and he will tell you about him encountering a glass-like substance that consumed his coworker. He says that if you help him, he will give you a piece of it. Win 1 round or play 3 matches to obtain the shard. The researcher specifically tells you not to drop...
Good morning, battler.
No way!
Now, considering your behavior as of late, I'm going to... Oh my gosh. What should we do? Looks like we're having a rap battle.
You've been teleported to a sewer with your professor and have to fight off waves of rats. The levers in each corridor activate traps to kill the rats, albeit they rarely work because of the pathfinding. After killing the rats, you're awarded the badge. The floor is lava. Get a 1/8 chance to land on a hunt level and finish it while collecting the egg near the end. Total Roblox drama. If you've never watched Total Drama Island, let me explain. It's you and another team and you go up against each other in challenges. The team that wins the challenge wins immunity. The team that loses has to vote one of their members out. For some reason, I got paired up with a bunch of British kids because all I saw in chat was a bunch of XOXOs. The first round is dodgeball. Completely shitting on the enemy team, I get the epic Fortnite Battle Royale Dubski PUBG winner chicken dinner WZST Zebras L Grizzly Bears. Next round, paintball. After the best paintball session this world has ever seen, the other team has been subject to elimination. After 5 rounds of obbies and eliminating the people who made us fail, we reach the merge and everyone immediately goes, okay, we're done now. Tsunami game. Find the alien. Head towards the 3rd hole in the left side of the wall, and when the server reaches 100 completions, a hole in the wall will open. Grab the tracker in the water and head outside into the desert. Walking around the complex and up the hills, you will see a crashed UFO and a Lamo standing by. After a conversation with him, you will get the badge. Spray paint. When you find this Hobo Joe guy, he will tell you how his spray paint cans got stolen by a thief and he asks you to bring them back. Being the good Samaritan you are, you say yes and head towards the subway. There you'll meet a thief that says he will give you back the cans once you draw a portrait of him. Once scribbling profanities into the wall, he says that a pack of stray dogs took his bag after he left it. Find the 9 cans scattered around the map and bring it back to Joe. Joe thanks you and he starts dancing for money so he can buy more fentanyl. This just gives you a good look into Biden's America. All-Star Tower Defense is basically Tower Defense Japan. Beat enough waves to kill a golden bunny and obtain the badge. Cheese Tower Defense. Beat 20 waves of the hunt arena and finish it. We're finally at like 95 games, which is basically the point where we technically finished the hunt. At 95 badges, you can finally get the crown of the Vault Explorer and the Infinity Egg. Toilet Tower Defense. Surprisingly, this one has the most to do in this category, despite being, how do I say this? Less ambitious looking. There's 3 places and each one has 5 eggs, totaling 15. Starting from the lobby, 1 in the middle of the spawn, 1 in a bush, 1 near the Endless Mode portal, 1 near a firework in the VIP reward arena, and 1 in the ground lights. In the trading plaza, say man face man 3 times, 1 is near the red building, 1 near the marketplace, 1 near the lobby teleport, and complete a trade. The last 5 are obtained by playing the game. 1 is on the desert map, 1 in Toilet City, and 1 in the Toilet Fortress. The last 2 are obtained by killing 10 toilets and getting the glitch egg. Don't know why this game out of all the games has the most comprehensive egg hunt, but whatever. Tower Defense Simulator, the original one, I think. Defeat the Death Walker by beating the special map. I'm not a football person, so playing these games was like getting grouped in with SEAL Team 6 and doing that mission to kill Osama. Football Fusion 2. Catch the ball and make a tackle. Simple enough. I say as it took me like 30 minutes to do it. Super League Soccer. Yes, I'm including this one in the football category. Stay mad. Complete 2 matches. Ultimate Football. Honestly speaking, I just AFK'd through this one because you just have to play 4 quarters. And that's it. 100 games described. in a way. The whole selection of the games, it's like, yeah, it's the top games, but it's like, they're dog shit. They're dumb. They're so bad. Like, yeah, I should probably spend like a minute talking about each game, but what am I gonna say? If I had to pick a favorite, it'd be Lumber Tycoon 2, because that was the one I spent the least time on. No, but seriously, I don't have a favorite pick. I really don't. To summarize, it was kind of trash versus garbage, but to pick from the big steaming fiery trash pile that is the games, I think the worst ones were Shindo Life and Fruit Battlegrounds. Shindo Life, if it was like a solo thing, I would genuinely have never done it. Fruit Battlegrounds is also really bad because it was just exclusively people who play this game for thousands of hours, which is like also Blade Ball, but Blade Ball was actually like, you know, you had a chance because sometimes you would actually end up on a server with not so good people. I don't know. Limited items. Oh boy, the limited items. If you spent 40,000 Robux on a limited item, the second it went limited, it would drop down to 30,000. So it already lost 25% of the value. I think that's everything I have to say about the event. It was, I feel like, to conclude, it was okay. I mean, it was whatever. I talked about 100 games. Now I'm gonna go and buy the cheapest shotgun and a singular slug and blow my brains out because I don't think I'm ever gonna do another video on an event ever again.